Hi everyone, welcome to Red Army Retro, episode 4. A little bit of a different show for you today. We're focusing on one player and the kits that they wore in one interesting season for the Boro. The player in focus today is a man called Christian Ziege, a left wing back, a German, who signed for Boro in the summer of 1999. Wearing this great kit for Bayern Munich, Ziege had lots and lots of success, winning a Bundesliga and a UEFA Cup title during his time there. Now, this shirt that he did wear for Bayern Munich has seen better days, but it's still a fantastic shirt with the blue and red stripes, which is not a massive favourite of Bayern fans at the moment, but I think it's a great Adidas shirt from the mid to late 90s. Ziege was a brilliant player for them, a fast, dynamic, goal-scoring and very creative left wing-back, who, after performances in Euro 96 and making a name for himself at Bayern, ended up at AC Milan, where injuries and a lack of playing time didn't really promote his development very much. So Brian Robson saw the opportunity to bring Ziege to the club and improve our squad in that left wing back position. Signing for an absolute bargain £4 million, Robson got his man. He would fill in that left wing back slot. Dean Gordon had done a good job in the season before and Boro had finished in quite a solid 9th position. The following year, Robson wanted to kick on with the signing of Ziege. Wanted to try and add a little bit more to the team and try and get us pushing back towards the top end of the league again. Bargain price, great player, let's see what he wore. So the home shirt from that season was a little bit of a departure from the previous season, as we've got some blue added back onto the shirt. We've got the BT Cellnet across the middle, no longer just Cellnet, now BT Cellnet, remember. Area across the side and an embroidered Middlesbrough badge. Now, it's quite a strong red shirt with obviously only the smaller trim of the blue and the white. I do think it looks like quite a smart shirt actually. You wouldn't say it's typically Boro. There isn't a large portion of white anywhere on the shirt, only the thin detail alongside the blue. But I do think it is quite a classic shirt in the sense that it's quite simple and quite effective. It does remind me a little bit more of the 94-95 Dickens area shirt, which you can see behind me, rather than the white band across the 97-98 shirt, or even the white sort of divided stripes on the 98-99. This away shirt. It's white and purple, which is a pretty big departure for Boro. There's no blue and black. I mean, just as an aside, imagine thinking this is a blue and black shirt. I think that would work really well. But it's a white and purple shirt. I actually think the design looks quite good. You've got the extended sort of patterns on the sleeve with the purple and the sort of navy blue it is. And then you've got the band in the middle. It's a double band in purple, one that runs through the badge, one that runs through the sponsor. And it was such a popular design that actually came back the following season as the home shirt. I think probably as a bit of a reaction to the previously shown home shirt with the blue and the white stripes down the side. I think every area obviously thought that a white band was quite successful and that would work really well for the club. This one though, it's a bit of a grower. At first I remember it coming out and thinking, why have we got a white and purple shirt? But I think as time's gone on, we've looked at it and thought, it's actually a pretty good shirt. It's a great design. The purple, although a little bit different, it does actually stand out and make it look like quite a unique shirt. So I'm actually a fan of this one. Again, Ziege scored some great goals wearing this kit. And it was a good one for this season, really. Despite an opening day defeat against Bradford City, Ziege made a great start to his Boro career. His first goal came against Wimbledon, finishing off a well-taken move in a 3-2 away win. We were away to Derby in the next game. Ziege, after an early sighter, whipping the ball over the crossbar from a free kick, scored an absolute perler with his next free kick.
Bobby Mustoe could be involved as well, but it will be Ziege. Fantastic! What a strike by the German. And Christian Ziege, swamped by his teammates, makes it 2-0 Middlesbrough.
An absolutely brilliant goal. He had a great season overall, Ziege. He scored 7 goals and equalled that with assists as well. He was fantastic in that position. He was a great defender, but he was brilliant going forward. He'd finish off moves, he'd cross the ball into the box. He was a great penalty taker, great free kick taker. He whipped in some brilliant corners as well. And you always thought when that number 17 got on the ball, you knew you were going to drive forward. The tricky thing for Boro fans was getting him at such a good price at £4 million. Having played for Bayern Munich and AC Milan, you knew that some interest was going to come later on. And the interest did come from Liverpool. Now, there's lots of stories that go around this transfer about a release clause, that maybe Ziege disclosed some of the details of the release clause in Euro 2000 to Liverpool's Didi Hamann. The club themselves did not disclose any information about the release clause. So who knows where that came from, but surely it must have come from a player and an agent. And Ziege actually ended up transferring out of Middlesbrough that season and ended up at Liverpool in, to be honest, a cut price deal of between £5 and £6 million, depending on who you believe. It left a bit of a bad taste in the mouth. But 20 years later, we've got to look back and think he had a brilliant season with us. And whatever happened with release clauses or being tapped up or whatever it might have been, he probably would have gone to move on to someone else at the end of that season anyway, or maybe even the season later. If we'd have kept him for one more year, maybe he and Robson and Boro might have progressed a little bit further. As it stood, we just saw a brilliant player play for a brilliant season in a couple of great kits. We've said before,